what's going on, guys? Listen, I figured I'd do something a little bit different today and show you around this abandoned tennis club. Way back in the day, I'm telling you guys, it's weird how life just comes full circle, right? Way back in the day, in the 90s when I first moved to Florida, this was the spot. Like, you know, there's the racquetball courts. I used to play here, tennis courts. I met my girlfriend, now my wife, at the tennis club where she worked, and this place was thriving. You know, it was a big spot here in the city where I used to live, and you know, over time, I guess it just fell into disrepair, and you know, well, people stopped using it, whatever, and the property got sold, and it's in this state now. And I didn't know that until I moved back to Florida. So it's been, gosh, 2008, so like 10 years. And so I come back here and find out this place is abandoned. I'm like, holy crap, that's pretty cool. So let's take a tour. I'm gonna show you guys around. And then I have my real lightweight Urban Explorer bag on me, a little kit that I usually carry when I'm out doing stuff like this. We'll have a look at that and maybe talk a little bit about urban exploring and some of the do's and don'ts. So first off, let's start with what I'm wearing, okay? I'm not trying to be all tactical. I don't want to look out of place in an urban environment, right? So, you know, this t-shirt, normal, right? Nothing to attract attention. It's not camo, anything like that, right? This is something I wear, you know, on a regular basis, right? When I'm, you know, training at the gym, whatever, right? So, nice, comfortable shirt. It's breathable. It's not made of cotton. So, it helps kind of wick the sweat away, right? It's one of those types of shirts, you know, like an Under Armour style shirt, right? Which is perfect because you can see right now I'm sweating like a pig. It's Florida, it's, you know, it's about 9:30 in the morning and it's already about 80 degrees out. So I definitely want something that's gonna keep me nice and cool. Secondly, the pants, right? These are the Condor Cypher urban tactical pants, right? You can see they're just, look at that, guys. They're just denim pants, but what's cool about them is the way the pockets are designed, right? So there's a large deep pocket here where I have my Spyderco. Then here on the back, there's another pocket where I have my light, right? And that's the design that I like. You know, there's just some extra pockets. There's nothing tactical, nothing super fancy, but it gives me that ability to have a little bit of, you know, more organizational functionality, and I'm not rocking like 5'11" tactical pants with big cargo pockets on the side. I just don't like that style, right? So I can wear these, you know, out doing stuff like this, and they're great. They have like a gusseted crotch area, which is great for, you know, bending and flexing and doing that type of, you know, physical activity that you want to have that type of movement in a regular pair of jeans, right? So these are the Condor Cypher jeans. They're actually an excellent price and they run true to size. You can get them on Amazon for about $40. And then the footwear, these are a pair of Rocky assault boots, right? These are, yeah, the Alpha Force, check it out. Right? So these guys are pretty sweet. They're a side zip right here. They have an incredible tread on the bottom that you can see. Check that out. And they're just a pair of super comfortable, fairly inexpensive boots. I have a pair of Rocky Substrains that have served me well for years on end, right? So I'm kind of like a fan of Rocky boots. So these are great. They're they got a hard toe, black leather, and also breathable, right? So this is kind of like my thing for, you know, out here doing what I'm doing, right? So then let's go ahead, we talked about the first line, which is literally what you have on your person, what you're wearing. Also, I have some shades. Obviously that's a good idea because, you know, you don't want to get stuff in your eyes, and obviously, you know, hey, it's sunny out, so I like to have a pair of sunglasses. Then, finally, we got this, right? This neck sleeve, this neck gaiter, right? So this is great, you know. I can get rid of all the sweat. I can run this up over my face like this. Have a little bit of a degree of anonymity if I'm going into an area where I know there's surveillance cameras. In this case, there's literally nothing here at all. So there's lots of different ways to wear this. This is a nice asset to have. So that's how that works. Let's go ahead and look at the sling pack. I've had the sling pack forever, guys. This is the 3 Big Gear Posse. I did a video on this way back in the day when I lived in Knoxville, and look at me now, I'm here in Florida. But anyways, this is just an extra great durable pack. It's served me well, and I've used the crap out of this. This used to be like a diaper bag when my kids were still in diapers. Now, thank God, they're no longer in diapers, so I can actually use it for its intended purpose. But let's go ahead and look at what I got in the bag. Okay, so for the contents of the bag, I'm rolling pretty basic, okay? You know, I do have this on which can kind of protect me from dust and fumes, well, not fumes, but just dust and inhalation of substances like that. But I much prefer to have an N95 mask on me. You know, these things are great. They they filter out pretty well. So they're cheap. You can buy packs of these on Amazon. I can't remember exactly how much, but I like to have these if I'm going into like a warehouse where there might be asbestos fumes, lots of dust concentrations, things like that. So this comes in handy. I'm not going to need this today because literally this is really the only standing structure that is still here aside from utility shed to my south. But anyways, got that. And then what else? Oh, right, yeah, of course, 64 gig memory card. Got to have that if you're out here filming, right? There's nothing worse than running out of space on your card or your battery dying, right? Which, holy crap, it's about to die. All good, I got extra batteries. But anyways, let's look at this top pocket right here. We just looked at the contents of what I had in here. And here, I got my Barska monocles. You know, I love having these. They're very important for being out here in an urban environment and seeing what the hell's around you, right? Because you never know. There can be people crashing out here, sleeping. There could be police patrols in the area, and this area is great for binoculars because it's very wide open. I can sit up on this hill over here and observe the whole space, right? Undetected, right? So that's the contents of this pocket. We looked at what I had here. Now, let's go and look at this larger pocket. All right, so here I have a much more powerful, durable flashlight, right? This is the True Night TNK12. It has like 6 lighting modes from Firefly, which is 0.4 lumen, all the way up to 1100 lumen. So this thing gets bright, like seriously bright. And you can see I can adjust the lighting modes like so, right? And the great thing about this is this is actually, we're talking something that can be used in a offensive situation, defensive situation right here. Imagine cracking somebody on the temple with the end cap here, right? Or I've also learned that if you are in a situation where there's somebody who's trying to physically confront you and stuff like that, the best thing you can do is just get out of the area and not deal with a fight, right? Because there's legal ramifications that come from that. The individual could be armed. Who knows? You may not be armed. Whatever. There's so many variables. I prefer to do what I need to do and then get out of the situation. So with something like this, I can easily just, first of all, turn it on, right? I can easily just flash somebody in the face with this real quick, and that immediately is going to make you look away, which gives me an opportunity to leave the situation or strike and then bail, right? So that's the other side, the benefit to having a flashlight aside from just illuminating the space. So this is a Through Night TNK12. It retails, I bought mine for about $49, but for about $60 you can get the C2 charger that comes with this as well. This recharges with a 3400 milliamp hour battery. Not sure. No, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think that's the case. Don't quote me on it. But anyways, great flashlight. I like to have something a little more powerful in my bag, right? So we got that in this pocket here. And then, of course, another blade, my Ontario Rat 1 folder. And this thing is just, you can see it's a beater. She's ugly, but she does what she's intended to do, right? So those are just the 2 items I have in here. I do not have a multi-tool on me at this point in time because I feel comfortable enough with the area that I'm in that I don't need it, right? But if I was in an area, let's say a warehouse, or maybe exploring an abandoned, junkyard, it would be nice to have a multi-tool because in that situation, you have access to different types of tools like screwdrivers, can openers, things like that, right? But out here, I don't need it. So, also, a little bit of paracord here, right? So that's the contents of the outside compartments. Let's have a look on the inside, right? And here, my God, I'm in Florida, right? I need water. I'm actually thirsty. Can't stress enough about water, right? I also have a pry bar. This comes in handy. I don't care where you're going to be at. Have a pry bar on hand, right? I mean, you can have you could use a knife, I guess, but the pry bar is much more effective. And then you know, when you're out doing like urban exploring, guys, it is really important to have trauma kit on you, right? Because you can fall and get hurt. A lot of these environments are dangerous with exposed chunks of metal, and it's just nice to have a basic trauma kit. You know, the tourniquet, the Z bandage, emergency bandage, a pair of shears, and then finally, God forbid it's like super bad, got some quick clot, right? And then obviously some gloves, and depending on how long you're out, might be nice to have a snack, right? So that's the contents of my just bare bones basic urban explorer kit. And you know, you can kind of look at this as however you want to look at it, right? It depends, like I said, on where you're going. I know this area very well. Grew up in this area, so I know this is the bare bones of what I need. I really don't need anything else. If I'm going to an environment that is unknown, I might beef the kit up a little bit. I might add a weapon. I might add my Glock 19. I might I don't know, bring a beefier mask. Who knows, you know? But that is, I might bring an extra change of clothes, because I might go in wearing one change of clothes and come out with another, you know? So these are all kind of things that you just customize a kit for the environment that you're going to be in, much in the same way that you customize your survival gear depending on the training exercise that you're involved in, right? So that's how that runs down. Let's go ahead, now that you guys have seen the kit, I want to go explore around a little bit more and see what else is still standing out here, because, you know, like I said, it's weird. Life comes full circle, and I haven't been here in 10 plus years. So, you know, these are the racquetball courts. Let's go check out the tennis courts, and I think the pool might still be here too. So let's go check that out. When I'm out here doing this kind of thing, I'm always looking for signs of human activity. You can see there's a pretty well beaten path right here. But, you know, back there, those racquetball courts where I figured I would probably set up a shelter. Zero sign of human activity except for just the tagging. So, you know, when I say human activity, I'm talking about, like, are there empty cans of soup laying around, empty water bottles, you know, leftover pieces of shelter, things of that nature, where I see somebody has actually set up there for at least a night or two. But back there, nothing. And let's see what we got. What do we got here? Yep, look at this. This is crazy, guys. Like, seriously, like, it's just so weird being back here. I never thought I would be back here and this would be like what it is, but it is. Look at that. It's so weird to see all this abandoned. Kind of makes me feel old, to be honest with you. I mean, how couldn't it? Just talking like when I was first here 20 years ago. That's a long time. But yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna be playing tennis out here anytime soon. It's a shame, because this was a really nice tennis club and it hasn't been replaced with anything. Like, I don't know, did everybody just like stop playing tennis? Sure seems like it. Now let's go over to the other court, see what we got. You know, and what's nice about this area is, you know, they did indeed tear down the clubhouse, which, although unfortunate, kind of like makes it super easy to explore, because there's really nothing to secure. And I'm pretty confident there's like nobody going to be hanging out here, you know, whereas if the clubhouse is still here, that would make a great shelter site. Look at this. Like, over time the court is just degraded. See, there's some animal tracks right there. What is that, deer? I don't know, I'm no expert, but definitely would appear to be. Now, whenever you're cutting a corner like this, guys, you don't like just pop out. You know, I'm coming out from a position of concealment, so I want to kind of have a look around, see who has any visibility to my position. You know, here, right up there, that's where the old clubhouse was, so there's obviously nothing going on over there. I just want to have a look to my right. We look good. Now, I'll just move through here. Another reason why I'm wearing 8-inch high boots is Florida is literally snake paradise. The last thing I need to do is get bit by a snake. Not interested. Wow, this is crazy. Pretty cool though, actually. Although I will say it sucks they tore down the clubhouse. I wish they would have left it here. But, you know, you guys can see, obviously the racquetball courts would have been a good spot for shelter. Throw up a tarp in there. You got basically 4 walls to protect you from the elements. Now, if you didn't want to do that, and you wanted a little more visibility and more than one way out, which I prefer, you could easily come back up in here and set up a tarp, right? Just run it like a lean-to down from here all the way there. So, you know, when you're looking at these areas, you know, aside from just coming out and having fun, evaluate it for these types of features. Yeah, guys, I think that's about it. And now we're behind the courts that we just cut through. Man, there's just more over here. I had no idea. It's been a long time. I'll cut through over here. Back to the racquetball courts. We got a little more concealment. Because when you're in a town where it's like 80% old people who have nothing better to do with their time but like nothing, I personally, if I looked out my window, saw some dude wandering around an old abandoned tennis court, I'd be like, I don't care. They probably would. So whatever. All good. All right, guys, that's it, right? Don't call the cops. Please don't call the cops. Anyways, the tennis club is closed forever. It's been pretty cool to watch Mother Nature just like reclaim this space. Like, it's pretty wild. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think. Maybe, you know, tell me, like, would you crash here for the night? I definitely would. It definitely would not be back in the racquetball courts behind me because, like I said, one way in, one way out, not so cool. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I'll talk to you later. And thanks for watching. Peace. Oh, and P.S., I forgot my gloves like an idiot. So, if you're going to be in the woods or you're going to be doing anything like this, remotely like this at all, bring a pair of damn gloves. That is all.